I had 7 dates and lots of the ability to approach lots of women, and the lifelong ability to pick myself up from the bad times, from the down times, and lift myself to energy, to states of energy, love, and peace.
Julian Sommer here. Now I introduce one of my another clients, Hassan. We started with Hassan together to work. Before the coaching, he had some dates. They were not so sustainable, and then we worked, and then the dates started to make some fun, and they were very sustainable. And Hassan will talk about it by himself. Yeah, Hassan, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Hassan. I work in IT. I came from Pakistan like 4 years ago. And I live here in Berlin, and I had problems with dating. I read books, a lot of books, and went into analysis paralysis. And then I started to take action, got some traction going on, but the inner emotional blockages were so much that it was not at all sustainable, and it kept getting further and further away. The goal, I felt like every other day I felt like I can not reach my goal even more. And that's when I realized that I need dating coaching, otherwise I might never achieve that goal.
Yeah, how the coaching looked like? How was the work with me? How it looked like?
The coaching was a roller coaster ride, I must say. First of all, it went by super fast. Time flew by, and you don't realize that. Just it was like that. And I had some great times I could not have imagined. I had some really bad times, horrible times that were also necessary, that I also did not anticipate. And I learned to lift myself up from the bad times. And I learned to accept myself. I became a lot more self-aware about myself, and I was able to detect my triggers as soon as they arrived, and I'm more aware about myself.
So yeah, I remember the time flew very fast by. I think 3 months we worked together, and we started by I was teaching you some releasing, and then we went also out and approached some girls. We improved your cold approach skills, and then I teach you how to apply this releasing techniques on your personality, on the blockages that was holding you back. I remember it very good. What was the obstacles you had while you was approaching girls, and how you overcame it?
I would say primarily they were emotional blockages inside, perceived inability, thinking that I'm not good enough, or I'm not the right person, or now's not the right time, and everything related to that. I should not be masculine, I should not have desire and sexual, and partly a bit interpersonal interaction mistakes I was doing. My body language, the way I initiated talk, the things I talked about, the state of mind I was in, which I also learned, got some valuable feedback.
Yeah, and what results did you had during the coaching, or after even the coaching?
I got considerable dates, 6-7 dates during the coaching, and I am now free, open to how to take more action and lift myself up whenever I'm feeling down.
Cool. Also, what I remember, like during one of the coachings, somewhere in the middle, we started to release because we started to approach some girls, and you was a little bit blocked, and then we went to we sat somewhere down in a shopping mall, I think, And then we released, and I saw you looked like you want to cry, but you never cried before, not in the coachings before, and I think also not before, like a long time you didn't cry. And then I said, do you want to cry? If yes, then it's okay, let it go. And you started just to cry. Like, there came up so many tears, and I was like, oh, okay. I was going for some tissues for you, and you cried and cried like for 10 minutes. And then you started to laughing, yeah. And then we started to approach again, and then you hooked the girls. You had longer conversation. You was more of yourself, and we opened a gate to your feelings. Maybe you can tell something to it. How was it for you, like to get the access to your feelings and to let some tears go that was like stirred up there for years?
Yeah, the first time when it happened, the whole world felt upside down. I felt like, okay, everything's going down. Okay, now let it all go. As if I died, as if I'm not living anymore. Then I just let everything go. And when I let everything go, when I let the feelings flow, then I realized that now I'm actually alive. I actually felt like a human who can express his feelings. Good feelings, bad feelings, sad feelings, and therefore happy feelings. I was always avoiding the negative, and therefore I also lost the positive. When I embraced the sadness, I just felt it and expressed it, and then I was also able to welcome the happiness and the joy inside, the excitement inside. And then I did that, and it felt very relaxing. It felt therapeutic.
Yeah, I saw it literally in your eyes. You looked like a newborn, like, whoa, I can be myself. Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, and then you started to have dates, I think every week one or something. Yeah, every week a date, and you was even in another city, Warsaw, and had there a pretty cool date. Yeah. What was the nicest, the best date you had?
The best date I had was, it was with an Indian girl. And that day I was feeling a bit down. I feel like, I can't do anything. And it was that moment where I expected the least. It happened, and I just saw her interest. I saw a very genuine, deep interest. And I felt loved. And that just melted my heart. And I did not know how the 2 hours passed by. And it was amazing. It was magnificent.
Yeah, it's very funny that sometimes you stop to listen to your brain that telling you, okay, it's a bad day today, like bad mood, and you just do the action steps that are required for a good dating life, like approaching and writing to girls, and then you have success. And from a bad day, you end up by having a pretty dope date, having great sex, and then you have it, and then you think, funny, the day started so bad, and now I have this amazing girl, I'm in this girl, or whatever, and you think, wow, cool. Thank God I didn't believe that shit that I was thinking before.
Absolutely.
Yes. Nice. Cool. And who you think is this coaching the right thing for? Which men benefit from this coaching? What do you think?
I think you have to be able to, you need a devotion for your own well-being and for your own love life. You need to for you, your love life should be important to you, so that you can take action, you can persevere, you can show resilience, you can look at a goal and say that, okay, I want that goal, I want that life, and therefore I'll take action for it. And if I'm feeling beaten up by emotions or by life, I'll still do anything about it, whatever small steps they may be, but I still keep doing something to keep it going. If you don't have that devotion, if you don't consider it that important, then it might not work for you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. As I started my journey, it was like my life wasn't so livable, like without women, you know, like till 30, no girls, and like I was so fed up with this, so I was ready to do everything to get pussy, yeah, to get girls. And I learned everything, I did everything, I applied everything, and that's why I became good. Yeah, some months, years later, yeah, and you have to have this dedication. Yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
you are right. And yeah, how did you felt by being coached by me? How was my support? How you rate this? How do you like this?
I would say it was magnificent. I mean, I never imagined a dating coaching to be that nice and that effortless. I mean, I imagine a dating coaching would be that you will be like pushed off like an army sergeant. Let's only do that thing, otherwise you will get crushed. Yes, you'll otherwise you'll be crushed like an ant or something. But it felt very, very humane. That it's a human thing. It should not feel horrible. It should not feel draining. It should be fun. And instead of seeing it as a struggle, I saw it surprisingly as a fun thing, as a hobby. And that felt great.
Cool. And yeah, by saying this, I remember you had a very tough time doing the coaching. I think somewhere in the middle, after 1.5 month, you started to have very like a big down, and we worked through this together very intense, like for I think 1 week or something, and then you was over it. But yeah, you have a very bad mood, like kind of a depression, and I know this by myself that it can be like all this sometimes the bad, like this all the brain fuck out there, the resistance and the rejections, they summarize to some chronic bad feelings, and even by some men to some suicidal thoughts. I had it by myself. Ilya, like sometimes I went to clubs with my wingmans, and some girls didn't react so well to me. And in the club already I had a very bad feeling. I was like, what I'm doing here? You know what? No girl will ever love me. I'm not worthy. I should kill myself. Stuff like this. But I learned how to deal with that. Yeah. Then after I was like the will to survive, to succeed was bigger. But I still was depressed. Like there was days that I couldn't like go out anymore. And then I learned how to release, and it helped me a lot with this. Now, maybe I have sometimes bad feelings for some seconds or some minutes, maybe for some hours, but I can release it very fast. For this amount, I needed like weeks or something, or months even, like in the previous. How did you overcome this? Maybe you have some advices to people who in the same situation, who had very bad feelings going on for several days, and they like don't feel so good, don't feel themselves like worthy, or even have suicidal thoughts. What do we want to recommend to them? What we would recommend to them?
Yeah, I would say the first thing is we don't allow ourselves to feel that way. We think that it's horrible, it shouldn't be. But the thing is, it can be, considering the things you went through, considering the thing you are going through. It's first of all accepting that it's okay, and then just releasing using Sedona method, and just sitting with yourself for hours and putting every unimportant or not critical thing aside, and just being with yourself, listening to meditation music, for example, and just giving yourself time to be with yourself and start to accept yourself. And I think that really helped me a lot. And I not just healed, but also uncovered more wounds and more triggers. And in the moment it feels even worse, but if you can persevere that moment with yourself, then it starts to get better. So in order to heal from something, you have to first uncover the bad things, the bad clots, and then clean it with a separate swab, and then let it heal, and then it will heal the right way.
Cool. Yes, exactly how I do it. Nice. Is there anything else that you learned from me besides the dating?
Again, the self-awareness thing showed me that how I was escaping my life in my personal time outside of dating and my work. I was getting engaged in more and more activities that, okay, I would be cooler if I do this. Okay, I'd be even cooler if I do that and that and that and that, and I kept saying yes to things I did not have time and energy for. And when I started releasing and getting more self-aware, I realized that, well, it is a wanting for validation, that I'm just accepting things over and over, and I'm overwhelmed. And I started to say no to other things that I was not that important. And I already have a lot of cool activities to live and enjoy life with. So I started to become more self-assured, more grounded, that yes, what I have, the activities, the life I have, the personality I have, that's enough, and I don't need more busyness in my life to be worthy. I am already worthy, and that really I needed that to stabilize my life. Otherwise my life was going more and more chaotic all the time.
Cool. Yeah. And yeah, what we would say, like, to the people who listen to you, maybe into this direction. Into this direction, yeah. Yeah.
What I would say is that whatever you went through, just stop punishing yourself for it. I mean, you always wanted a good life for yourself. You never wanted bad things or horrible things. So stop punishing yourself, and remember that as long as you're breathing, as long as you're conscious, you always have choices to make. And as long as that happens, you can change your life for the better. So you can never ruin your life and experience that. There's always a possibility to do something good for yourself. And don't lose hope.
Wow, very, very inspirational. Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah. Thank you, Hassan. Thank you for the sharing, for your story. It's great. Yeah, congrats on that. Yeah, for your gains here. And yeah, if you liked Hassan's story, if you liked the amazing transformation he did, and if you struggle by yourself with your dating life, if you have like dates which are not sustainable, if you have some blockages in you, then don't be shy. The link is below in the description to my social media like Instagram or Facebook. You can write directly to me. I will look on your situation. We can then talk and look for solutions. And yeah, wish you the best. Thank you very much, and may be the dating force with you.